Okay, Rod, so a difficult task for us on Saturday against Woking, but are you confident we can get all 3 points?
Always confident, yeah. I mean, you know, it's we've already played them this season. We had a good draw over there. I think they've had a tremendous season, and you know, whether they're out of the title race, I think Saturday will be an important day for them. But they've had a great season to carry on where they've been all season and maintain that challenge with Torquay. So, you know, I do, from what I've seen so far, you know, I think at the end of the day Torquay will win it, and I think that probably will be a fair judgment of what I've seen recently. But I haven't seen Woking for a while, so it'll be interesting to see how good they are. I know they've made a few different signings. But listen, I know Alan Dowson very well, and I know he have a team that will be here, and you know they won't surrender. And whilst they've got a chance of still winning that league, he'll make sure they're well drilled and everything like that to get them firing on all cylinders come Saturday. But we're at home. We've got to use the home advantage. I think there'll be a good crowd here. It's going to be really down to us, really. We've come in on the back of 3 defeats, so I'm sure that's a good time to play Chelsea at the moment. But hopefully, you know, come Saturday, they're going to see a slightly different Chelsea City. And, you know, we've got to win this game probably more than them, really, in a way, because we want to stay in the playoffs. And we've got some very tough games coming up, starting with Woking on Saturday. So the boys are fully aware that, you know, we need to make sure that we do find some good form on Saturday, and we make it very difficult for Woking.
So since Boxing Day when we played Billericay, we've started playing a sort of a 4-4-2 formation, something we've stuck with in the last, well, ever since then, really. Have you found that maybe it's been difficult to move away from that sort of formation with the 2 strikers up top, or are you happy that you know we can change around when need be?
Yeah, we did on Tuesday night. We shuffled it a little bit. We started with a 4-4-2. We shuffled it about. You know, we can interchange the 2 or 3 different systems within the personnel we have. Whether we play 4-4-2 on Saturday, I won't know too much of that till Saturday. Just waiting on 1 or 2 players, see where they are with their injuries and bits and pieces. So we'll have to pick a team which I feel will then sort of tell us what system we're going to play. The availability of their players will be down to what we can then sort of go out and think what would be the best system. We won't concentrate on too much of what they do. We know the system they've been playing, and they've been getting results with it, so I think they'd come with the same game plan. But with us, yeah, once we know where we are, 1 or 2 little options, then we can sit down and pencil down a system. But yeah, whatever we play, listen, football ain't about systems, it's about players going out there and doing their jobs, really. And systems will dictate certain parts of the game, but for me, I'm going to need 11 against 11 that are going to go out there and be prepared to fight, you know, for 90 plus minutes, and make sure that if we want to stay in these playoffs, then Saturday will be a massive 3 points for us. Looking at where we are, we probably need, I would say, 4 points out of possibly 12. And if we didn't get that, then I would think that, to be fair, that's to stay in the playoffs. Then I'd be very disappointed with our form at the end of the season. Wasn't good enough to be in the playoffs. So we'd have to go back to the drawing board and look at that again. But looking on our form, I think we was unbeaten in 16 games, something like that. You know, so for me, I don't see why we can't get back to winning ways, and Saturday would be a great opportunity to do that. So I'm looking forward to the game. I think it'll be a good game. I think it'll be a good crowd, and always enjoy playing against Alan Dowson. He's a friend of mine, and yeah, you know, we've got a lot of respect for one another, Martin Tyler, and yeah, I'll be looking to see, you know, when the boys come in Saturday, they'll be the first 2 that I'll go and you know, have a chat with. So for me, it's 11 against 11. It's Chelsea City versus Woking, 2 big clubs, and yeah, hopefully it should be a decent game.
You mentioned that we went on that 16-game unbeaten run. Things were looking quite positive. Now we've gone on a game of losing 3 in a row, all 3-1 defeats. Would you pinpoint that down to maybe injuries? I mean, I know you mentioned maybe a few other things on Tuesday after an interview after
If I went through the games, Torquay, I think we was excellent first half, and I think, to be fair to Torquay, I thought they were better than us second half, and probably deserved, and probably the scoreline was about right. Saturday, very disappointed. I thought we was decent first half, and should have been, you know, we should have scored more goals, and if we had done, I spoke to Ian Allison in the week, if we had done, I think we'd won the game convincingly, probably 3-0 up at half time. People don't come back from that. Unfortunately for us, we hadn't got the goals to the good, and it allowed them to come and have a go at the second half, and yeah, we made a couple of crucial mistakes which cost us. And on Tuesday night, to be fair, we conceded 2 goals in 4 minutes. So, as I said in my interview, you know, I take responsibility of that because I'm the manager, but it was a bit of a situation which I couldn't really deal with from the touchline because we've got to score 3 to win the game. But I thought the boys did dig deep on Tuesday night. I thought they still tried to play. To be fair to East Thurrock, they've done what it says on the tin. They didn't do anything fancy. I think John, when I spoke to Covo yesterday, he said to me, Rod, I think we only put 2 passes together once in the game. But to be fair to them, they dug deep, they were resolute. Hit us on the counter, done quite well, and yeah, you know, good luck to them. They deserve to take the trophy back with them. So, as far as I'm concerned, all that's been put to one side now. We had a bad week. If I look back over the season and say the worst week of my football season was last Tuesday, it is Tuesday. But listen, hopefully we can start a new bit of history come Saturday. So that's what I'm there. I'm not worried about what's gone behind us. I can't deal with that. What I can deal with is Woking on Saturday, and then you know we've got some tough games with Welling, Wealdstone, and Chippenham. So all winnable, but all losable. So you know it's down to us and the players to make sure that we get enough points, secure the playoffs, and then we have to go again if we're fortunate to make the playoffs.
Obviously, on the more positive side, there's still points to be played for, and there's still a good chance we can secure a 3rd spot for this season. Are you happy that or confident we are going to get there, or at least finish in a playoff position this season?
I wouldn't be confident saying that we're going to get 3rd spot because I think what Kingy's done down at Welling, I think he's done tremendous. And one thing that I've seen that they've been doing that we haven't been doing is they have been converting chances and they've been scoring very, very late goals. And you know, listen, it doesn't matter what league you're in this time of year, them late goals mean a lot. They normally win you the game. So they've been doing that, we haven't. But listen, you know, we'll go over their place and we give it our best shot, and I think that will be depending on what happens Saturday, because same again, if we get beat Saturday and they win again Saturday, I think that puts them 7 points in front of us. So I would pretty much say that 3rd spot is not going to happen. But if we can win Saturday and whatever happens at their game, it'll all be riding on the game when we play them. So but then after that we've still got another 2 tough ones. You know, Wealdstone have started to come good. You know, they're doing a bit of a braintree from last year really. They've flirted with the playoff area for a long time. They've now managed to sort of get themselves in there, and I think they're going to be tough to get them out of there. So that's going to be another tough game, and then chipping them away last game, never the nicest place to go. And I suppose it will all be on the day. It's whether, you know, their season's pretty much done. But you know, I'm sure they're going to still want to sort of spoil our party. So we've got to make sure that when we go there on the last day of the season, that you know the points have got to come back with us. So listen, we've got 12 points. We're going to fight for every point available, and if that gets us 3rd spot, fantastic. Saves us another game. If it gets us anywhere in the playoffs, fantastic. We just take the extra game, and we've got to beat whoever's in front of us on the day. So we've been in this situation twice already since I've been at the club, and who knows, it might be 3rd time lucky, but we've got to earn the right to get in there first. So once we get in there, I still feel I've got a good enough squad here to take us where we need to be, even without even looking at the disappointment and the results. I know, looking on Twitter, and some of you fans basically said how you felt on Tuesday night. I can understand that. I think sometimes people just think that this football club was going to win every game and we should have turned up on Tuesday and just picked the trophy up. It doesn't work like that. Credit to East Thurrock, but all I do want to say is to you fans is, you know, get behind us. It's been a long season. There's been you know, hopefully things are going to be coming good very soon for this club off the park. And I think this would be a great way for us to end the season by you lot getting behind us. And I understand you lot pay your money, you're all entitled to your opinions, but over the course of a season, I'd still take you to your 3rd cup final in 3 years. Okay, I've lost 2 of them now. But I'm still hopefully going to get you in the playoffs in in 3 years as well. You know, that's not easy to do. And so you lot got to keep your faith, and I've got to keep our faith in you guys being behind us. And on Saturday is going to be very, very important for us that supporters come out in numbers and really do try and get behind us and the football club, because it's the club that you all love. And we think a lot of you supporters, and we just want you to stay with the journey until the journey's over, and then see where it takes us. So if you'd have said to me, and you supporters, 4 games to go, where we've been this season, yes, we did have a great run in the FA Cup or trophy, but I think you lot would have still said, yeah, we're still in the firing range for promotion. There's a lot of clubs sitting in our division now that haven't got that. So, you know, let's be honest, we're still on course for, you know, a possibility of getting out of this division. And that's why I want you lot to believe that, you know, when you look at us over the course of the season, it hasn't been a bad season, but we've had a bad week. And I'm quite aware of that.
Well, appreciate it, Tom. Thank you very much.